Welcome back, folks. Sheepdog Smokey here, and this one is pretty much an I told you so. We have a woman who complained publicly about so called pig food. Now, a caravan migrant from Honduras who complained about being given beans to eat during her journey through Mexico is now in jail in Texas, facing one charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The woman became the topic of a viral video during her journey. The woman's sister is also facing similar charges, and both have an immigration detainer placed on them, preventing them from bonding out. Jail records from Dallas County Jail reveal that Miriam Zelaya and Myrna Zelaya are both being held in a detention center on a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. While jail records do not reveal the details that led to the charge, the news outlet Mundo Hispanico revealed that the two women allegedly beat another woman who was providing them with housing. You can see the information from the Dallas County Jail website. Miriam Zelaya is a member of the much publicized migrant caravan that traveled from Central America to the U.S. border. She became a viral sensation in Mexico in 2018 after she was interviewed at a migrant shelter in Tijuana on TV by the German network DW. During the interview, she complained about being given a plate of beans for food. The woman said while she and her daughter, retired from the journey, had been given pig food, or comida de chanchos. The video of the interview rapidly turned viral in Mexico, earning Zelaya the nickname Lady Frijoles, or Lady Beans. The backlash by caravan protesters rapidly spread throughout Mexico, leading to news outlets finding her again. Zelaya issued a public apology for her comments. Soon after, Zelaya entered the U.S. and moved to Dallas, where her sister Myrna was already living. Now, this one, honestly, this is an I told you so to me. It really is. We have people who are coming to the United States border, demanding entry, demanding housing, demanding support for anything and everything they want. This is the same as someone banging on your door in the middle of the night and telling you that they're homeless so they get to sleep on your couch. And if you turn them away, they portray you as an evil bigot who hates their race until the media hounds you into letting them into your home, and they then rob you blind. This woman, Miriam Zelaya Gomez, allegedly beat a woman who was providing her housing. This woman was helping her, and apparently she beat her. Dallas County and Dallas PD in particular, just like most, are staffed with good people. They, like every industry on the planet, have bad actors, bad apples. But I don't believe they would just arrest someone on hearsay and anything, because there's evidence to be gathered. I do like that there are very little details coming out, because apparently this is an ongoing investigation. I've said it before. I want the where, the what, the when, and the how. I don't want much of the who, and I want none of the why until all is said and done. Right now, we have two women in this country who are not citizens and entered illegally, and now they have an ICE detention detainer on them to be deported. I'm going to call this now. Unless we get the wall finished, which right now will include closing the border to make sure we can do so, this woman will be back. We'll hear about her coming back, complaining about pig food on the way, apologizing for it after she does it and becomes a viral sensation. And then after she is in the U.S., we will likely hear about her assaulting someone again. We have someone in California who was deported multiple times who ultimately killed Kate Steinle. And this shows the vast difference between California and Texas. California has a man who killed a young woman, and they refused to let ICE file a detainer to deport him. He ultimately is released again and now is suing the government for prosecuting him for murder. Yet we have in Dallas a woman in jail for assault. Her victim did not die, and ICE has been notified, and she cannot bond out of jail because she is to be deported. Personally, I say put her on a flight all the way back to Honduras, no stops. Don't let her get off the plane until she is back there. And the entire time she's in the air, make sure she knows, do not return to this country. You entered illegally. You were allowed to go from there and allowed to get housing. You then assaulted someone. You then beat someone. Notice that the charge is not just assault, but aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So this woman not only assaulted someone, she used a weapon to do so. Where are all the deadly weapon control now calls? I don't know what it was. I haven't read the Dallas County report yet because it's not yet accessible because this is ongoing. But let's just assume she used a baseball bat. Where are the baseball bat control people? Where are the illegal immigration control people screaming because this woman entered our country illegally, was allowed to stay while her case is ongoing, and assaulted someone with a deadly weapon? And we actually have people who are defending her. This is the height of insanity and entitlement, and it has to stop. But that's not all for today. This is a two-parter because I'm actually about to go to bed and I'm getting a little bit tired. But we have another one, and this is a complete departure from this story. It's not related. But apparently, Steve Wilkos has invited Jussie Smollett to take a lie detector test on his show. Wilkos is a television personality, and he wants Jussie Smollett to come on his show so that the actor can clear his name once and for all. Wilkos invited the disgraced actor to appear on The Steve Wilkos Show and take a lie detector test during an interview released Friday on The Breakfast Club. When this first went down, I said, man, this case is bull. Wilkos said, it just makes no sense. Everyone is so outraged about what's happening now, but my thing is he didn't kill anybody. He didn't rob anybody. Wilkos used to be a Chicago Police Department officer and said that there are cases that are handled similarly to Smollett's. On Tuesday, prosecutors dropped all charges against the actor. He's high profile, but if he were Joe Schmuckadolly, no one would care about it, Wilkos said. Wilkos claimed he wasn't sure if Smollett was innocent, but offered what he thought would be the best way to prove it. Come on my show and take a lie detector test. Whether you set this up, Wilkos offered during the segment. The charges against Smollett were reportedly dropped because he had completed 2 days of community service, according to prosecutors. Well, honestly, I don't like that because he completed them at what I believe to be a sham charity run by Not So Sharpton, and he supposedly did it, before the charges were dropped. So this is literally some idiot in Chicago going, oh, he's already volunteered for something, so we're going to count that, and we're going to count the $10,000 he gave us, and we're just going to drop everything. And Chicago PD's not taking it. They've sent him a $130,000 bar tab, saying, okay, we investigated all this crap, and now it's turned out to be a nothing burger. You owe us for the money we spent. And he's, of course, claiming racism, and he's claiming anti-LGBTQ crap, and so much more. But it all has to stop. We need to stop he's Jussie Smollett, not Joe Schmo. So Jussie gets off, and Joe Schmo just gets lost in the system. We need to stop she was fed just beans on the way in, so we have to let her in, and then she assaults someone. This crap and this crap need to stop. There's an easy way to fix this one. Shut the border down. Finish the wall so that there is no way to cross illegally. You find a tunnel, you fill it with concrete. You find someone drilling through the wall, you react and you stop them and you shore the wall up. You make them have no opportunity but to come to an authorized border crossing and ask for the privilege of entering our country. To stop this, end the triple standard. I don't care if you're a Clintonista who is now accused of killing people who knew too much about Hillary. I don't care if you're Jussie Smollett, a gay black liberal actor who hates President Trump so bad that he had to find two people in Chicago at 2 a.m. in sub-freezing weather to assault him outside of a subway. And I'm going to go on record. I think it's a hoax. Chicago is not in any way friendly to President Trump. Rahm Emanuel hates him with a passion. He's only spoken out against this because his city looks horrible for having spent 6 figures on a hoax crime, and then some attorney decides to drop the charges. But I don't care if you're a Clintonista, if you're Jussie Smollett, I don't care if you're Clint Eastwood, I don't care who you are. You break the law, you suffer the consequences. If I did something like this, if I pulled this crap, I would be in jail and begging for a public defender to take my statement. But Jussie hires high-powered lawyers, who now apparently are tied to Avenatti in some way, and the state's attorney, who used to have association with Kamala Harris, and someone who was with the Obama administration, calls in a favor, and all of a sudden, all charges are dropped. If you don't smell the stink of just illegal activity on this, you have no ability to look at it. If you don't smell the stink of corruption on this, you have no ability to smell corruption. All of this has to stop. We are hemorrhaging in this country. We are hemorrhaging logic and civility out the window. People are being assaulted for having a sign that says they support the president. But Jussie here decides to have 2 of his friends who supposedly were trainers, and they happen to assault him while wearing whiteface apparently now. And nothing comes of it. And now this is still top news because he's claiming it all happened because President Trump is so racist. Apparently the conservatives in this country are so racist that there are no hate crimes going on, so they have to be fabricated. And idiots all over California and all over the left are screaming that we just need to be humane and we need to let them in so that they can have a better life, until they assault someone with a deadly weapon. And we have entire states that say, well, we're still not going to let them be deported, even though they tried to beat someone to death. Or in the case of Kate Steinle's killer, even though they killed someone. But we're going to call for gun control because an illegal immigrant who was here illegally obtained a gun illegally and used it illegally to kill someone. Notice all of those illegally? It's already a crime to enter this country without authorization. It's also a crime if you're not an American citizen to buy a firearm or authorized resident. I will allow for that, but Zarate was not. It's also a crime to kill someone, negligently or on purpose, doesn't matter. He committed multiple crimes and California wouldn't let him be deported. Thank God for Texas, where Governor Abbott doesn't let that crap fly. Yet this woman will become a hero to the rabid liberal left, who she just wanted a better life. And that evil woman who was providing her housing was denying that. And she was trying to harm her and trying to hurt her, trying to deport her for just being a mother who wanted to help her children. So she had to defend herself. I'm honestly waiting for some idiot story about this woman being justified in trying to beat a woman to death to come out. Just like I'm waiting for Jussie to claim that Steve Wilkos is a racist for not praising him for all the crap he pulled. We need to return to logic, civility, and common sense. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot of it. But I've talked enough for now. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Keep it classy, keep it civil, because we don't learn from an argument. We learn from a debate. Also, make sure to like and subscribe so you keep up with all the future content. I'm planning several things that are not news reactions. I just get so much of this crap in my inbox that I have to talk about it. But I am planning on several other things. So you'll want to be a subscriber and make sure you have notifications on so that you can keep up with everything. Until next time, guys, have a great day.